As we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Here we go. Now 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Now
a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action. It's Jackson. His throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Right back to Duvernay, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Draw play, Carter. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here we go. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And knocked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
On first down, Friedman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bengals at 4 and 5, a game under 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Burrow's throw caught by Olave. Touchdown, Bengals! Chris Olave with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. How does CD do where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here we go.
2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
Burrow going to keep it running right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow. And taken in by Lassie. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Friedman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 63 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
I'm one, ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Friedman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Another run on second down with Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Another tote for Carter. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this out to Spiller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Touchdown! Chris Olave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Carter once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Real quick.
Now Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
11 coming.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another run on second down with Carter. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll go again with Carter. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Fielded at the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll run with Carter. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carter straight ahead. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
He was brought down by Miles Murphy. 10 yards on the pickup.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That one caught by Carter. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll try again. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
1-1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it off.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 2. They run the counter. Friedman, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Friedman. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 2.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty.
Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it fourth down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
45, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 158 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Friedman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals,